Hey there, Fluent and Fun fam. Welcome back to Fluent and Fun. English made easy, your happy place for real-life English. I'm Lois.
And I'm Alina, and today, we are diving into something super important for every English speaker, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or even advanced. Today's topic: how to sound more confident when speaking English.
Ooh, I love this topic. Because let's be real, no matter how good you are, sometimes speaking in a second language can make you feel nervous, shy, or even a little frozen.
Absolutely. But here's the good news. Confidence is not magic. It's a skill you can practice and build. And today, we're sharing real tips, real practice, and real phrases to help you sound confident, even if you're shaking inside.
Alright, first question. What does it even mean to sound confident in English?
It's not about being perfect. Not at all. It's about sounding clear, calm, and comfortable, even when you make mistakes.
Confident speakers don't rush, they don't whisper. They speak at a natural pace, with a steady volume. Their voice says, "I deserve to be heard."
And they use natural, everyday phrases to share their thoughts without overthinking. Simple, strong phrases like, "I think so." "Here's my opinion." "That makes sense."
If you practice saying these phrases naturally, you'll already start sounding way more confident, even in short conversations.
Remember, confidence isn't about knowing every word. It's about trusting yourself to communicate with what you have.
Alright, now let's dive into the juicy part. How to actually build that strong speaking confidence, step by step.
These aren't just random tips. These are tried and true techniques that we love, that our students love, and that really work if you stick with them.
First up, slow down. When you speak too fast, guess what happens? Your brain starts racing, your mouth struggles to keep up, and then, panic city.
But here's the magic. When you slow down, you stay in control. You have time to think about your words. You sound calmer. You sound smarter. And yes, you sound more confident.
Think of a confident speaker you admire. Are they rushing through every word? Nope. They pause, they breathe, they own the moment.
So next time you speak English, remember. It's a conversation, not a race. Pause when you need to. Take a breath before answering. Own your space.
Now, on to tip number 2. Practice out loud. Every single day.
It's great to think in English, that's important. But if you only think and never speak, your mouth won't be ready when it's showtime.
Speaking English is like playing the guitar or learning a sport. You have to train your muscles, your lips, your tongue, your voice.
An easy way to do this? Talk to yourself during your daily life. Examples. I'm making breakfast now. I hope it doesn't rain today. After work, I'm going to watch a movie.
It might feel a little silly at first, but trust us, the more you say it out loud, the easier and more natural speaking English will feel.
And hey, you can even record yourself on your phone. Listen back, notice your progress, and celebrate every win.
Tip number 3 is one of our favorites. Have a few power phrases ready to go.
What's a power phrase? It's a strong, flexible sentence you can use anytime you need a second to think, respond, or guide the conversation.
Here are some super useful ones. That's a great question. Let me think about that for a second. Here's what I mean. I see it a little differently.
These phrases do two things. They give you a second to breathe and organize your thoughts. They immediately make you sound confident, even if you're still figuring out what you want to say.
And bonus, native speakers use these all the time too, so you'll sound extra natural.
One last bonus tip before we move on: breathe. Seriously, deep breathing is your secret weapon.
When you're nervous, your breathing gets fast and shallow. That makes your voice shaky and your brain foggy. No.
But if you take deep, slow breaths, your voice sounds stronger. Your mind stays clear. Your whole body feels calmer.
So before your next conversation, just pause. Take one big breath in, and one slow breath out. You'll feel the difference instantly.
So to quickly recap: slow down when you speak. Practice out loud every day. Have power phrases ready. Breathe deeply to stay calm and focused.
You don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep showing up and practicing. Confidence is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Alright, now it's time to actually practice sounding confident. Because remember, you don't just learn by listening, you learn by doing.
Exactly. So let's do a mini role play together. We'll show you how to answer a tricky question with confidence using the tips we shared earlier.
What do you think about this idea?
That's a great question. I think it could work well if we plan it carefully.
Boom! Did you hear that, friends? Calm tone, steady speed, natural phrase, clear opinion.
And notice something important. I didn't rush. I didn't apologize. I gave myself a second to think and then answered smoothly.
Exactly. You can even use a little or a short pause. That actually makes you sound more thoughtful and more confident.
Alright, now it's your turn. Let's practice together, step by step. Repeat after me. That's a great question. I think it could work well if we plan it carefully.
Awesome. Let's try another example. This time, imagine someone asks you something like, "Can you share your opinion on this project?"
Sure. Here's my point of view. I think it has a lot of potential. Now you try it with us. Repeat after me. Sure. Here's my point of view. I think it has a lot of potential.
See? You're already speaking like a confident communicator.
Remember, it's not about using fancy words. It's about sounding steady, clear, and positive, even if you need a second to think.
And hey, if you feel nervous, it's totally normal. Just smile, breathe, and keep practicing. You've got this.
Want one last practice before we move on? Let's do a lightning round. We'll say a question, and you'll quickly respond using a confident phrase we practiced.
Alright, here we go. Do you agree with this plan?
Here's one possible answer. I see your point. I think it could work well with a few adjustments.
Nice work, everyone. Seriously. You're building those confidence muscles every time you practice.
Let's keep going and make confidence your new superpower. Alright, Fluent and Fun family, it's challenge time.
Your mission this week is to use at least 3 confident phrases in a real or practice conversation.
Talk to a friend, your teacher, a classmate, or even just record yourself on your phone. Try saying things like, "I see what you mean. Here's my point of view. Let me explain."
And if you're feeling brave, share your sentences with us in the comments. We love seeing your progress, and you might even get a shout-out in our next episode.
Remember, confidence isn't being perfect. It's being brave enough to speak. And every time you try, you're already winning.
If you loved today's episode, make sure you hit that follow or subscribe button so you never miss a fluent and fun tip.
And guess what? Next time, we're talking about something that'll help you speak even faster and more naturally: how to reply quickly in English without freezing up.
It's gonna be packed with smart tricks and simple phrases you can start using immediately. You don't want to miss it.
Stay confident, stay curious, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.